Hello everybody. About May 9th, I started a public portfolio. This public portfolio is opened up in M1 Finance. If you want to use M1 Finance, I do have a link in the description down below. I don't care if you use it or not. If you do want to use it, you get to follow my public portfolio and you can actually track my public portfolio using M1 Finance. I opened up my public portfolio with $10,000. I opened it up on May 9th. This was nearly the low of the entire market. The reason why I opened it at that particular point in time is because I wanted to put my mouth where my money is. I wanted to show people that it's very difficult to time the bottom. And when I did invest in this account, no, I did not think that I caught the bottom. And no, I still don't think that we're at the bottom. It's possible there will be another downfall, but it's also possible that there won't be another downfall. This Friday, we have the CPI report data. We know that in June and July, the Fed will be raising interest rates by 50 basis points. If the CPI on Friday comes out below 8.3%, maybe at 8% or 7.9%, I believe that the entire market will have a nice bull run. Will it be sustained bull run? I have no idea. But if the inflation rate on Friday does come in lower than it was last month, and then we have one more in a month from now, I believe that this is going to be a very good start to a catalyst and turning the direction of the market. It might happen in 3 months, it might happen in 6 months, it might even happen in a year. In my personal opinion, 3 to 6 months. In this video, I want to show you my public portfolio and I wanted to show you my gains or losses over the course of the last month. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm purely an entertainer and educator at best. This is my pie. The reason why I like to use M1 Finance, especially for a public account, is because you have this thing called a pie, where you automatically distribute the amount that you want to put in every single stock as per a percentage of the total pie, and automatically the funds that you deposit get distributed as you'd like. You can always reevaluate the pie and redistribute or re-equalize the pie, but it makes it very easy to do a public portfolio. And again, for my Patreons, I do have a link to my public portfolio that you guys can track. In my public portfolio, I have several stocks. I have PALANTIR, I have Nvidia, I have Tesla, Unity Software, HIMS, MicroStrategy, Grayscale Investment Trust, Wejo, and Lilium. I did have Amazon, I did have Microsoft, I did have Google earlier on when I first opened up this account. The reason why I got rid of those stocks is I believe that PALANTIR, Nvidia, Tesla, and Unity can give me a much better bang for your buck return than Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. A lot of people will not agree with me, but hey, this is my own public portfolio. You take $10,000 and start your own public portfolio. I allocated 32% of this fund to PALANTIR. Currently, that 32% is worth 35.10%. I allocated 22% for Nvidia. Currently, that 22% is worth 20.9%. I allocated 22% to Tesla. Currently, that 22% is worth 20%. I allocated 10% to Unity Software. Currently, that 10% was worth 9.5%. I allocated 4% to MicroStrategy. It's worth 3.9%. I allocated 3% to Grayscale Investment Trust. It's currently 2.9%. I allocated 1% to Wejo, it's currently 1.2%, and I allocated 1% to Lilium, it's currently 0.9%. Let me explain to you why I bought every single one of these stocks. PALANTIR, I think if you watch my channel, you understand why I love it so much. I think it's groundbreaking technology that a lot of people still don't understand what it is. I think it's flying under the radar, and I think it's going to have a massive boom coming in Q3, Q4 of this year, and Q1 of next year, because we will have an influx of both national and international government contracts. A lot of ETFs sold out of PALANTIR, not all of them, but some of them, including ARK ETF. The reason they're doing this is because they said that we have a slowing of government contracts. I beg to differ, but that's all good. Once the government contracts come in, or if they come in, as I believe that they will, I think that a lot of analysts are going to reanalyze PALANTIR and give it a bump in price per share. That's my own personal opinion. Nvidia is just a monster. Any technology that uses chips, any computing power, automobiles, and of course, Omniverse uses Nvidia chips. It has a huge moat, and it believes that the total addressable market that it could touch is $100 trillion. Of that $100 trillion, they believe they can get 1% of market share for $1 trillion, which is absolutely amazing. The reason why I bought Tesla is because I didn't have a position in Tesla. I was very happy that Tesla's share price went down. You guys can hate me for what I'm saying, but I was happy because I sold Tesla at $420 at a profit, but I sold it because Elon Musk was beefing with Bitcoin, and I had to put a line in the sand. I chose Bitcoin. I was very happy to be able to get a position in Tesla right now. I think I have like a, I don't know, $20,000 position in Tesla right now. I would definitely like to get that number up to between 50 and 100,000. I will be buying more of Tesla. I'm currently waiting for Q2 of this year because I think Tesla is going to miss their production numbers because of the Gigafactory in Shanghai that was closed due to COVID. When they miss their numbers, plus the sentiment in the market right now, I think Tesla price is going to drop. How low is it going to drop? I honestly don't know. Maybe I can get it for the 600 marks. I have no idea. But that's when I am going to be buying into Tesla. Whether I time it right or not, I don't know, but you got to make your plays. Tesla is going to announce full self-driving in exactly a year from now, as per Elon Musk. And in their AI Day number 2, which is going to be September 30th, they're going to have a working prototype of the Optimus robot. I'm looking forward to this. There's a lot more catalyst for Tesla than non-catalyst for Tesla. Unity software. Unity software allows you to build smart software on mobile applications. You could do PC and stuff like that, but they're for the most part mobile applications. Games like Mario Run, Temple Run, and Angry Birds are all built on Unity software. Unity software is also into metaverse or making digital twins of something. By the way, PALANTIR digital twins, Nvidia digital twins, and Unity digital twins. If you didn't notice it yet, I love Omniverse, I love Metaverse, I love digital twins, I love oncology. Whatever you want to call it, you understand what I'm trying to get invested into. I believe that this is the future of technology. I believe this is the future of not only America, I believe this is the future of the world. And the companies that can control this or have a strong presence in this future are going to prosper. The Unity makes money in the actual software that they have, ad revenue that they have, and partnerships that they have with their developers. Unity had a huge hit because the data they collected for ads was glitchy, and they are losing $110 million worth of revenue. Their loss is my gain. This is temporary. This is only for the short period of time, and I do believe that in the future, Unity is going to be an absolute monster. What makes them different than other software developers and why they're taking over the mobile development game is they allow you to do plug and play applications. What do I mean? If I'm building a world and I actually have to build, let's say, the Wild Wild West, instead of me designing shrubs, designing sand, designing horses, Unity already has plug and plays that I can add that to my development. So I only have to waste time actually developing the real game. And they take a cut for that, and that's fine. MicroStrategy and Grayscale Investment Trust. Both of them are as close to a Bitcoin ETF as you can get right now, a spot Bitcoin ETF. MicroStrategy holds over 125,000 Bitcoins. I think it got beat up big time, and I still believe in the future of cryptocurrency. I do have another channel called The Adam Bergman Show that focuses on cryptocurrency. If you watch my other channel, you're going to understand why I love crypto. Since I can't invest into a specific Bitcoin ETF, MicroStrategy is a very good bet, and they leverage their company to borrow more money and to buy more Bitcoin. I like this company. Grayscale Investment Trust, very similar to MicroStrategy, except they trade at a discount price. So if the price of Bitcoin, for example, is 30,000, they own a bunch of Bitcoins, and their Bitcoins are priced at about a 25 or 30% discount. They are applying to become a Bitcoin ETF, a Bitcoin spot ETF. If they get a Bitcoin spot ETF license, if they're approved by the SEC, automatically this will increase the deficit between the shares of price to the price of Bitcoin. You understand? So it's automatically going to have a jump of that 25, 30% besides for the actual ETF, just by becoming an ETF. That's why I invested in Grayscale Investment Trust for a crypto play. Wejo and Lilium, they're both SPACs from Palantir. These are more of my YOLO plays, high risk, high reward. I think that they're severely undervalued if they can accomplish what they want to do. What's the intrinsic value of Lilium? What's the intrinsic value of Wejo? They have no value because they're not really producing money yet. They have an idea and they're trying to build it. I love that they're backed by Palantir Foundry platform. Wejo collects data. They collect more data than Tesla. Their data is sensors and relays on cars, multiple cars throughout the country. I believe they have nearly 20 million cars that they have, and they collect, I believe, more than 10 times the amount of data that Tesla does. After Tesla, nobody even comes close to Tesla, but they outmatch Tesla in data. I said this before. Any company that does anything better than Tesla is worth a small investment in. This company, I have maybe $5,000 to $10,000 worth between all my accounts. YOLO play, if this pans out, maybe I get a 10, 20, 30, 50x. Who knows in the future? Same with Lilium. Lilium wants to do eVTOL jets, which is electric vehicle takeoff and landing jets. It's basically a jet that has little drone propellers on it. It goes up, and after it goes up, it catches air and it flies. It can go around 175 miles per hour, and it can do a distance of around 150 miles. Currently, you need 4 approvals from the aviation departments. They're applying in Europe, and they're also going to apply in America. They passed 2 of the 4. I'm probably using the words wrong, the Aviation Commission, but you guys understand what I'm saying. Every time something is announced for Lilium, it should bring up the price. For example, Lilium just announced a new CEO. The current CEO, Daniel, who's also the chief engineer, is going to remain the chief engineer, but the new CEO is a guy named Klaus, and this guy was the CEO of Airbus, so that's one. They announced a partnership, a research and development partnership with LiveNet. LiveNet is a producer of EV batteries. They produce EV batteries for BMW, for example, and a lot of other companies. And they also announced that finally, as they take off, wind actually hits the wings, and they can actually fly off of wind. They just announced it. So they had 3 really big announcements over the last week. Finally, I have Hims. Hims allows you to regrow your hair, and they do a bunch of other things. So it's like a Teladoc before Teladoc blew up, but their profit margins is much better, and their growth is much better than Teladoc. I like them so much more than Teladoc, and most people don't even know about Hims. So Hims started by selling you like Viagras and things like that, and they put it in beautiful packages so nobody knows that you're getting these. And they give you consultations through telemedicine consultations. But they also have hair treatment, hairs, you see? They give you like shampoo, conditioner, and serums for hair. I don't know if you've been watching my channel, but my hair grew back. I don't know if you remember around 3 months ago, my hair was very thin, and you can see right through it. This is the top of my hair. As you can see, almost all of it grew back. I am going to make a video about my hair treatments. I did do PRP treatment where they take blood and they shoot it into your hair, but that, along with Hims and a bunch of other things, allowed me to grow back my hair, believe it or not. For all males or all females who are embarrassed and worried about your hair loss, don't be scared. Don't be embarrassed. Definitely shoot me a DM. You have a lot of ways to grow back your hair. You don't need a hair transplant. I know it's an embarrassing topic, and I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but I can't be on camera in show business with my hair thinning out. You look a lot better when you have your hair if you have the option to. And now my hair is super luscious. So that's why I invested in Hims and Hers. Currently, my portfolio is at $10,419. I am up 4.2% in the last month. I believe those numbers are not bad. I'm really happy with it. What's going to happen in the future, I don't know. But I'll tell you something. If you're ever watching a YouTuber or a financial guy on any social media, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, it doesn't matter. If somebody cannot go through their portfolio exactly how I did without using Google and talk to you about why they invested in every single stock that they actually invested in, then they're doing something wrong, and you should not be listening to that person. You shouldn't be listening to me as well. But at the very least, the person that you are listening to, watching, and getting financial entertainment, because I definitely don't do financial advice, make sure the person that's talking about this subject matter, whether it's stocks, whether it's crypto, whether it's real estate, can talk to you in depth about what they're doing, why they're doing, how they're doing, so on and so forth. And if they cannot do that, they're full of shit, and don't waste your time looking at what they're investing into. And if you want some more information about my plays, what I do, how I do, I'm very responsive on my Telegram group. I open up the Telegram group to my Patreons. I have a link to my Patreon down below. You don't have to join, but if you want some extra entertainment, definitely hit up the Patreon and feel free to ask me any questions you would like. Thank you.